Hey guys, this is EA Spuds from the Plamo Build Report, and I'm trying something a little different this time. So I want to try to use this as more like a podcast-ish kind of a style, and also kind of a recap of what I did for the week. And if you guys haven't already, please let me know if this is something that you guys want to listen to in the future. I want to do more like a vlog or like a blog is kind of a deal, where I just like talk about like my whole week so far and when it comes to building. So as you guys know, I have built two different kits this week on Wednesdays on Twitch every 8:30 Eastern, and I had quite a little bit of fun on this one. So basically, to be honest, I didn't know what to build for that live stream, and I just went through my backlog and to see like what I can build, like something very simple. And I know there's a lot of contests that's going around through the online community in the Gunpla, and looking through it, I'm like looking at, okay, I want to do something very classic because I just got done with painting the H3 Orbital, which that was itself like a fun build, but it's something that I kind of don't want to revisit again, to be honest, because there's a lot more work than just painting. And I was just gonna look and see what I wanted to do. Like, what I really wanted to do was something like very comforting to me, which is basically just building a kit that I really love, which my favorite Xeon kit of all time is the Gouf. And there was a Gouf revive and also a very old kit from the 1981's Dodai YS. Now this kit really surprised me when I looked through and kind of like looked through the overall parts configuration. It's a very old kit, you could tell, where the snap fit is really irrelevant at that point. So everything needs to be glued, which is the one biggest point that I have realized when I gone through this one, and I was expecting it too. But I didn't really expect the pegs are not fitting, because normally in Gunpla, as of right now, we're all been spoiled by the whole snap fit method of Gunpla, and every time we like put it in there, it's always there securely tight, and the fitting is very good. However, this wasn't the case for this kit. The Dodai YS needs a lot of work when it comes to fitting, alignments, and etc. And that's really to be expected. Like back in the 1981, I don't think their standard of a model kit is as high as what we have right now, where our HG kits actually have better details than, let's say, a PG or an MG. Again, depending on all the kits and when they were released, that was kind of the time where Bandai was, again, experimenting, and they already set their standards of like what builders are expected to build. So this Dodai was pretty bare, but at the same time it was very interesting to see how the parts were separated. Actually, I thought this was going to be just a two-piece part and I would have to mask the hell out of this to get all the colors I need, but the separation of the parts was surprisingly well done. Like the inside of the duct and the engines and stuff like that, it's very surprising. But as a standpoint of like just putting it together without using any glue, I had to be a little creative by using thumbtack, or what they call a poster mount, and some masking tape to hold it together. And that really works out really fine. And again, this was kind of interesting for me. So usually those kits should only take no more than like 15 minutes, because the parts are you just cut the parts out, take out the nub, and the rest are just glue work. So I didn't really expect anything of that to come. So that was one of the interesting things of something that I've built a kit that's older than I am. This one's like almost like 7 or 8 years older than me. And I'm pretty excited to work on this one while I was just painting it all together. As for the Gouf, now the Gouf Revive is one of the most enjoyments that I had. I mean, I've built it before, and building it again makes me realize that I love the Gouf even further. And something that I forgot about it is that there was a lot of loose parts or junk parts that you can find there, which during the stream I was very surprised that there were two different type of heads. And that made me realize that there are specific junk parts that are from a specific kit. And for many of you guys who don't know, Gouf Revive was based out of the Build Fighters Gouf R35. And R35 kind of made the whole new standard of adding new ideas to the Gouf. So compared to the old HGUC's Gouf, it's a lot better, and the proportion and kind of the overall shape and the color is very similar to the MG Gouf 2.0. And I got really excited when I saw two different type of head parts over there, because there was one head part for the R35, which is based off of the Gouf Custom, and the actual like goofy looking Gouf head from the MG 2.0. And the MG 2.0 was itself is a very fantastic kit. It's one of my favorite Gouf kit out there. But the Revive really showed like how you could shrink kind of the overall detail of an MG to an HG. So that portion I really enjoyed, and the overall detail of it such, I mean, it's a very simple build. I mean, I recommend this Gouf to anybody who wants to really experience what a Gouf looks like. I mean, Gouf has a lot of forms that we saw. Like there was now a P Bandai flight type, which is probably one of the best version out there, because the other one was a very old kit, which I have. That kit itself is really good as well, but there are a lot of seam lines and all the limitations back in the 90s where, or actually it's probably in the 80s, that the later 80s that they released this kit. So in a way, it's a very welcome back feature for me, as when I'm going back to all the backlogs out there and I just like pick the one of the mobile suit that I really enjoy to build. You know, it really kept me going, and it brought my motivation back to snap build kits and start new projects. As most of you guys know, this year 2021, I am planning to do more paint projects and make more videos out of it. And I just realized that I was aiming for building and painting the kit within a week. However, as that may be possible, it's not something that I want to aim every single time, because I want to really enjoy this hobby and not really treat this as some sort of a job. I mean, YouTube itself is one other passion that I really want to improve, and of course the only thing you could do is pump out more videos so I can keep you guys entertained and make me feel better about growing the channel as well. But in this case, I do have other video ideas that I want to do, including this one. This recap is kind of like what I wanted to do, just so that I could keep myself sane for once, and also just kind of do a reflection of like what I've done during my live streams. So yeah, this is a very interesting thing that I'll be doing, and I like to post this more on like the weekends, more like, and this is mainly for you guys to kind of like just listen to my thoughts for about 10 or 12 minutes or so, just kind of like listen to like what my reflection, and it may relate to you guys if you guys already built this kit or not. And if there's something else that I have in mind that I wanted to talk about, I usually want to use this to do it here, because during the live stream it's just me just trying to ramble on anything that just come out of mind just at that spur moment. But this one, as I am more relaxed and calm and collected at that point, I could just freely talk about anything just in this type of tone. Because normally for live streams, I try to go into like a high tension, like a high hyper kind of mood, because I'm always excited to build new kits. But sometimes you just have to just step back and just like think and just talk about it. It's just kind of one of those things that for me as a builder of how I keep control of my gunpla fatigue, which That's something that a lot of people have right now because of the current situation that we have. And for those who have like gunpla fatigues right now, just one thing that I want to note is just take a step back, take a look around, clean up any areas that you have. Like messy desks, I know that's kind of the one thing that really disturbs a lot of people, just not trying to build. It's just that clean environment that you have to keep. And I have to do that as well. Like after my Moon Gundam build, like back, man, that's been like almost a month ago. My desk was a mess. So I had to like revamp everything, re-clean everything, and I had to get some more shelves just to put all the tools in one place, because at that time, my tools were all over the place in like 3 different boxes. So I don't want to go just scramble around for my tools. So I like it just right in front of me so I could just reach it on my arm's length. So if you guys enjoyed this, just me just talking about, please let me know in the comments below and to see like what else you want me to just talk about in general. And it could be any kind of topic that you guys have in mind. With that being said, this is EA Spuds from the Plamo Build Report, and this has been the week's recap. I might change that title somehow. I just need like a good title to kind of like catch on and just like conclude. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I mean listening until this very end of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, listening. Bye bye.